I'm super stoked to talk to you guys. Your passion, what you're about, your results, you're crushing it. I'm excited. A lot of you guys already know exactly what you need to do. It's just making sure you guys know that you have everything, and it's just giving you the extra oomph to maximize the next 2 months. Because here's what most people don't realize. How you treat the next 2 months is how your entire 2017 goes. Most people think 2017 starts January 1st. It actually starts right now. So you want to build massive momentum going into December so you can have a massive January, okay? I thought about really deeply what I could talk about. I don't want to overload you with information ever. I want to give you the right information that you can take and you can execute on and get the best results possible. Not just results money-wise, peace of mind-wise, experience-wise. Have fun with your teams, family, have an amazing holiday. I want to overall help you become the best at what you do. So I have some mindset shifts I want to remind you about, okay? These are things that I often have to remind myself about, because when you get in the grind and the hustle, you forget sometimes the things that got you successful and you get complacent. And the worst thing on earth, I think, is complacency. So first of all, limitations, doubts are created by your past and by those you're around, period. The only real limitations are the ones you placed on yourself. So you have to pinpoint what limitations are holding you back and get rid of them. You have to pinpoint what's killed your momentum in the past and get rid of those. You have to pinpoint what's stopped you. And you have to ask yourself, put your, whatever excuse you have, whatever limitation you have, how you figure out if it's legit or not is you put it up to the light and you say, okay, does anyone else, have they ever got past this limitation or got past this challenge and succeeded? And the answer is always yes, right? So before we move on, I want you to really think about what's been holding you back. You guys are crushing it. You're breaking records like you always are. That's just expected of you guys. You guys are looked at as the game changers of your company, of your industry. But I bet you I could look in some of your guys' eyes, and I bet you still, you're crushing it, but I bet some of you guys haven't even gave 100%. And what's scary is you guys are crushing it, not even giving your all. Maybe some of you guys are, so I respect you guys that are, but some of you guys deep down might be thinking, wow, I'm not even 100% going all in and I'm still crushing it. Think about what's holding you back there, because that could hold you back later and you might not even know it. 2, it's not the hours you put in, it's the work you put into the hours. It's not about harder or smarter, it's about working right. Yes, you want to hustle hard, but for those of you guys that have the families, you have to think about and tell yourself, I will be disciplined instead of working all the time. A lot of people have to work all these extra hours because they're not disciplined and focused and strategic when they do work. They're letting emotions get involved. They're not in the right state of mind. They're not focused. Remember, a lot of people are working extra hours, and I fell victim to this. They're working extra hours because they're not all in when they're working. So make sure when you're working, you're all in so you can be home with family and feel good and feel proud about it because you know you got your work done, right? Next, you have to realize this. There are people that are busier than you with more results, more peace of mind, and more success and less stress. So know it's possible to get everything done you want to get done, but you just got to make sure you work more efficiently and effectively. Next, comparison will kill you. There's nothing worse than comparison, and that's the ultimate misery. The second, and why I'm saying these, by the way, guys, is because I don't know which one you're going through right now. I don't know which one you're going to relate to. So I'm just giving you all the things that I consistently remind myself of just being an entrepreneur. People see my success and they think, oh, you don't have any issues. I have a lot of things that I deal with. I have a lot of things I have to remind myself of to continue to level up and stay on the right track. But if we're talking real results for you guys in 2 months, stop comparing yourself to anybody. Stop. The key here is comparing yourself to who you were yesterday and who you were last week. Think about your results in October. Your #1 goal is to beat your results in October. That's it. Like, crush them. Your goal in December is to crush your October. Or sorry, November. I'm getting my months fixed up. So here's the deal. Most people rest on the morals of their success, and that's the worst thing you can do. You see, the mediocre mindset goes, you know, I had a great month. I'm gonna coast and relax. I deserve to chill. No, you never know when you're gonna get that opportunity back. You're not gonna have that momentum again. So you need to push and keep pushing the envelope until you reach a peak that you know you're proud of, that you're excited about, that's helping your team, but also leading by example, okay? And gives you the money, the freedom that you want to live the best life possible. So don't compare yourself to anybody. From this moment forward, you're comparing yourself to you and nobody else. Next, lastly, never let a mediocre mind affect your state of mind. I used to have a lot of people that came on my team, that were on my sales force, that we hired, and I had these expectations of them, or they talked a great game and they were excited about performing, but they never did. They always had excuses. Don't fall victim to letting people that haven't even gotten big results for your team affect your mindset. This is a game changer, guys. So never let a mindset of somebody else or a mediocre performer affect your state of mind, because that can affect your whole team. Your job as a leader is to be the rock for those around you, to always have the answer, to always show strength, to never show that you fear people. You don't want to show to your team that you're tired, hungry, frustrated, sore. When you show emotion, now, positive emotion's good, passion, stuff like that. But when you show negative emotions, people lose respect for you subconsciously. It's a fact. So that's why you want to stay on point, because people are counting on you and watching you as well, all right? Everything you guys do needs to be documented and duplicated. And when you duplicate yourself and you create videos for your team, and you not only put your team first, but you have people watch what you do so you can develop them as leaders. Remember, the purpose of leadership is to create other leaders who create leaders, right? Make sure that you're duplicating yourself and having people watch what you do, and you're documenting yourself what you do, so you know exactly how to have another amazing week or another amazing month. So what I want you to do is, simply put, figure out what stood out to you and what you feel like out of those 5 or 6 things is affecting your results the most, and let's figure out how to get rid of that. So maybe type in the chat box what stood out to you guys, just from your personal perspective, your point of view, what you're going through in life. And guys, by the way, think about it. You're already crushing it. So you got to realize that it's sometimes hard to figure out what you're doing wrong, but I'm not saying find out what you're doing wrong. I'm saying, where is there an area where you could take it up a notch and take your results to a whole new level? So what do you guys think? What are some things that kind of, for you, that you need to work on, that you're going to be aware of, that you're going to take action on? Overcoming fear, that's a big one. Discipline. And discipline really is just remembering exactly what you want. Distractions, booking an activity, self-limiting beliefs, working effectively. I love it. So can you guys relate to some of these? By the way, I didn't just create these out of thin air. These are what I go through. But one thing you got to realize, please write, if you could write anything down, write this down, guys. Your job as a leader and an entrepreneur is, despite discipline, despite lacking confidence, despite limiting beliefs, despite fears, your job as a leader is to create results in your business consistently for your people, whether you feel like it or not. It's a scary thing, but you have people counting on you. Some of you guys have kids, family, husbands, wives. You're the one. It's tough. It's not easy. You have to get used to people letting you down when you're a leader. That's just how it is. You have to get used to people letting you down, but you have to be the rock and the strong one that continues to believe in them even when they keep letting you down. Okay? But my point is, in the next 2 months, I'm gonna give you a blueprint on how to maximize it, but you still have to produce results. So whether it's not obviously having belief in yourself, whether it's no discipline, whether it's being frustrated, not maximizing your time, you still have to pinpoint what gets results in your business and do those every week, whether you feel like it or not, because that's what's gonna get rid of all these things. How do you get rid of limiting beliefs? You face your fear head on, you get around people that don't have any limitations, and you continue producing results as well, okay? So I just want to go through that because I've gone through that consistently. Some reminders for you guys from our previous couple calls. Are you looking at your one-page productivity plan daily? The one where you have your vision, you have your top 5 goals for the next couple months, you have your strongest reasons, you have what skill you're gonna master. Are you guys looking at that daily? Because the point here is to let your vision guide you, not your circumstances. If you don't let your vision guide you, everything else in the world's gonna guide you, right? Circumstances, fears, frustrations, other people's agendas, right? You get caught up in the day-to-day. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day. Stay so clear and focused on your vision that that's what guides your actions, right? So make sure, yes, 100% activity cures everything, and that's what I've realized. When I was stressed out, I used to talk to my mentor, or I used to talk to my friends, and they're like, oh, just relax, maybe write in your journal, read a book. No, when you're stressed out, you just need to get more results, right? Stress is a lack of results usually. Maybe it's lack of time or money, so it's just hustling helps that, okay? Make sure you're looking at your one-page plan daily. Now, if you don't know what that is, I can go through it quickly, but I think everyone does. 2, are you staying on top of your health? Health is the ultimate competitive advantage. The reason I'm able to work around the clock these last couple days, I mean, we had 10 people in my house masterminding. We did, I think, 4 or 5 videos. We did 6 videos, 6 or 7 before today. I have another call. I had a call this morning. Not getting a ton of sleep, but my health is so top notch. I feel energized and amazing. It gives me an advantage. So don't treat your business amazing, but not your health. Remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. If you cut corners in health, it's gonna be easier to cut corners in your business, and it'll be easier to cut corners with your kids. It'll be easier to cut corners in your marketing and in your advertising and everything else. How you do anything is how you do everything. Got it? So don't cut corners. Stay healthy, drink a ton of water. Make sure you're eating based off vitality and energy, not instant pleasure. Instant pleasure is killing people's progress. If you're addicted to instant pleasure before you have the success you want, the economy is gonna destroy you. You guys know that, okay? Have you gotten rid of toxic people who don't make you feel amazing? There's nothing else that would give you more peace of mind and relief than lowering the time you spend with people who don't make you feel exceptional, period. So have you got rid of people who are toxic, who drag you down, who don't understand your vision? Your inner circle is gonna be small when you're successful. That's just the facts. As your vision gets bigger, your inner circle gets smaller. Don't be that person that wants to please everybody, because you're gonna please nobody, especially not yourself. I don't know if you guys, I mean, obviously you knew Robin Williams, right? He was an actor, comedian. There was an interview, a deep dive interview, where a lot of people knew him, said he spent his whole life pleasing everybody else, but he didn't make himself happy. And that's what happened. Don't do that. You have to put yourself first. It's not selfish, it's needed. Take care of yourself, your health, your circle, your state of mind, your peace of mind. Take care of that, okay? Next, do you know exactly how many people you need to talk to each week to hit your end goal of blank? It's all about reverse engineering, right? So keep that in mind. I just had some thoughts that I feel like could help you guys clear your peace of mind and figure out how to continue to move on at a higher level than you have been. I have some stuff I want to go over about just how to make sure the next 90 days is maximized. The entire 2017 usually takes care of itself. And you guys already have what you need in you. It's just knowing you got this, right? It's having the confidence to be like, I got this, I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna continue to elevate my game, not for me, for my team and for my family. It's very challenging to continue pushing forward at a high level if you don't have that belief. So you have to strengthen your belief system every single day by telling yourself you're worthy. The more you know yourself, who you really are, the less you care what people think. And the more opinions you take, the less belief you have. If you're taking 37 opinions, you're gonna be confused about who you really are. That's why it's important just to take a couple opinions from people that you really respect and that you value, right? And then just literally, guys, be in your own world. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks about you. Be in your own world. In the grand scheme of things, people don't care as much as you think they do as far as them watching you, judging you. People really don't care as much. It's sometimes in your head. So like Cassandra said, if you can really replace the belief with confidence, you will start really seeing a big shift in your results, right? So I've had a lot of realizations. A couple thoughts as far as belief goes is one, attack problems and frustrations right away. Okay, so if there's lack of belief, usually there's a lot of things clouding your judgment in your head. Attack issues right away. Don't avoid from it. Don't avoid it. If there's an issue on your team, if there's a bad seat on your team, if something's bugging you, attack it right away. Just show maturity. And it's harder, of course, but it's usually what's harder is more rewarding. This served me very well in my business, right? And as far as beliefs go, it's a circle like we've talked about before. Oh, another thing in belief is telling yourself this too will pass. So if something challenging happens, if there's a family emergency or someone's ill or sick, even if someone passes, telling yourself, you know, getting through this will make me stronger, one, but two, this too will pass. Sometimes it's hard to solve a problem right away. And for tougher ones, it seems that they can really get you down in the moment, right? But just tell yourself this too will pass. Time will heal, right? Time is gonna heal, and you just have to tell yourself that. But there's a belief system that I got from Tony Robbins that I've seen work wonders when you know it. It starts with potential, okay? As human beings, everyone has massive potential to crush it, to break records, to make 6 figures, to make 7 figures, to really live an amazing life where they have absolute freedom, peace of mind, financial success, and whatever. But it starts with them realizing that they have max potential, because based on the potential, you have belief. So if you don't think you have that much potential, your belief is low, and you take small action and you get small results. And then you go back to the potential and say, see, I told you I didn't have potential. And then it's a downward spiral. But from this second forward, I know it's tough to conceptualize, but just making the definite decision to tell yourself that you're worthy of anything, that you have maximum potential, is the start. So every single morning, even if it's affirmations, dude, I am a powerful force in this business. I'm an amazing parent, I'm an amazing friend, I'm an amazing leader, I am gonna crush it today. Every morning, like when your feet hit the ground, you wanna be telling yourself the world's not ready for me. If you do this over and over again, if you put your affirmations in your shower and look at them daily, you'll start to craft an unstoppable mindset. But if you have that mindset that you believe you can do something, and you have that potential where you're like, you know, he's right, potential is endless. Everything that's happened once was a fantasy. Going to the moon, flying a plane, breaking these records, the iPhone, music, cars, everything. So I was just in Dubai. Some of you guys may know that. They built almost all of Dubai in the last 10 or 15 years. They have the tallest building in the world. They have some of the most amazing buildings I've ever seen. And they said almost everyone that was outside of Dubai said it wasn't possible, but they believed it was because they knew the potential of what was possible. So from now on, tell yourself potential is endless. Then you're gonna have higher belief. Then you're gonna take bigger action. Then you're gonna get bigger results. Then you're gonna say, you know, I told you I could do it. I told you I could do it. But like she said, activity cures. So if you don't have a belief, take the action anyways. That's the lesson here. I know it's tough, but take the action even if you don't believe, and through the miss of the action, you will start to believe more and more. But also guys, making the tougher decision gives you more belief. Every single decision you make makes you. And think about this. You guys all know about your confidence and belief account, right? It's always growing or hurting. If you don't build it, it's gonna be tore down. So every decision you make either helps or hurts it. So in the moment, always for the next 30 days, in the moment, choose the tougher decision. Should you wake up early? Should you sleep in? Should you eat that cheeseburger and fries or the salad? Should you work out or should you relax and watch TV? Should you call your team? Should you go market? Or should you go to a movie? Make the tougher decision in every single situation. You will start to see your belief rise to a level you never thought was even capable. And then it continues to go up and build momentum. To be honest, I don't really have an off button, which drives people around me crazy sometimes. I can't always relax. I'm always like hyped up. That's why it's fun to talk to you guys, because I can let out my energy and emotion. All right, so let's go through like kind of a deep dive the next like 30 to 60 days. So first I want you to write this down. You need to clear your mind. Like get everything out of your mind that's on your mind. Issues, exciting things, what you have to do, what you have to delegate. Just the best thing you can do is clear your mind and write everything down. Get everything out of your head. Something happens when you write things down on paper, guys. and clear your mind and kind of declutter. Now, once you write everything down, don't do this now, but just write like this activity down. Now, once you do that, you're gonna write down, you're gonna start with the priorities of what really matters. So you're gonna write down what you can delegate, what things that you can't control, and what things you're gonna take action on right away, and then what things don't matter. So what things don't matter, so you write down a list of everything on your mind that you have to get done by the end of the year. All your goals, everything you have on your mind, action steps, whatever. There's no wrong answer here. What of those really doesn't matter? Maybe it's things festering on your mind, problems that are frustrating you. Maybe it's a relationship that's torn. Write it down. Now, if you can't change it, get rid of it. Get it out of your mind, forget about it. If it's something that you have to take action on later, put it in your schedule and put it on a date or a time when you're gonna do it, and then forget about it. If you're gonna delegate it, put in your schedule when you're gonna send out the instructions to delegate to an assistant or to your team, forget about it. And then what are you gonna take action on right away? After you have everything organized, put everything into your schedule, okay? This will refocus your mind on what really matters, and you'll start to build momentum right away. Another thing is declutter everything else around you. I'm telling you right now, this is an all-out sprint for you guys. You got 2 more months. 6 weeks. You're all out for the next 6 weeks. But here's what's cool. We'll teach you how to do this while you plan in the holidays, okay? Clean your car. Get your house clean, your bedroom. Clean everything, do your laundry. It sounds so funny, but declutter everything. If you haven't washed your bed sheets for a couple weeks, wash those. But I'm serious, start fresh, right? If everything's clean, you have you're decluttered, your car's clean, your mind's clean, that's when you can start fresh and go all in, okay? Next, I want you to write down all your workouts for the rest of the year. Sounds hard, but it is, because it's worthwhile. Write down your workouts. Like, are you gonna work out 3 days a week, 4 days a week? Write them down and literally prioritize these. Write out your schedule for the end of the year. Literally, for the next 6 weeks, write out your schedule. When are these meetings? Write those down. Now, here's a key. The worst thing you can do is use the holidays and family as an excuse. Instead, you wanna institute in your schedule when you're gonna be with them so you can learn how to turn off and go all in before you are with family. So figure out when you're gonna work extra hours and work harder so you can enjoy family. Most people use family as a crutch and excuse not to get results. Don't be like that, right? So there's 2 types of holidays you can have, or Christmases you can have. The one you want and the one you don't. So if you really are strategic of when you're gonna be with family, when you're gonna be working, that way you don't have any incongruence and you're gonna be fully alive and present when you're with them. So put that in your schedule. But sacrifice is also important if you're in a place that you need to be hustling hard and your family must understand because you're trying to make money and feed the family. You have to know what stage you're at in your business. But next, write out every week what your non-negotiables are and what your profit producing activities are. Next, write out when you're gonna work on yourself. Like, when are you committing to personal growth? Think about that. When are you committing to personal growth? Maybe it's 1 hour a day, maybe it's morning, maybe it's night. Now you have your schedule. You have your workouts, you have when you're with your team, you have when you're with your family, you have when you're gonna work on yourself. Lastly, I want you to write out very clear expectations of your team. Write out the tasks of your organization. What activities do you need to make sure you're executing on every week to make sure your team is performing at the highest level? I always had a list of my top 20, top 15, top 20 performers. And I was always, every week, connecting with them and really sharing the vision and making sure they had goals and they had a clear focus of what numbers they wanted to hit that week, and I kept them on track. So what's the tasks that you need to complete every week that are gonna move your organization forward? And do you have your expectations of your team written down? Last thing, what is your ritual to get you back in the zone when you're out of the zone, or back in the zone and motivated after you're with family? How many of you guys feel like after you're with family for a while or on vacation, it's tough to get back in that zone and back focused and back like in a good state of mind? Raise your hand. Same with me. So I now write down rituals of what I need to do when I don't feel like I'm in the zone. I write down rituals of what I need to do to get myself back in focus mode, back motivated as well. Maybe it's talking to a mentor, shifting my atmosphere, looking at my goals, running around the block, watching a motivational video, whatever it is. So do that. And really guys, I had more, but I don't want to focus on information. I want to focus on execution and the right information to help you have an amazing next couple weeks.